Good morning. This is going to be the Leo video. I'm running a little bit behind. It seems like I haven't been able to get them all done by Saturday anymore. Plus, I had a lot of triggering, a lot of clearing this last week. I was very lower vibrational. I had a hard time getting the videos out that I did do. I had, some challenges, and I've noticed, when that happens, I get lower vibrational. Some of the spiritual guidance that I have gotten is that I need to spend less time on social media. I actually had deactivated my accounts for a few days, for about 3 days, and now I'm just trying now to use them in moderation. Just because I don't watch TV for that reason, because it really does lower my vibrations, and I've noticed that social media does as well too. And so I'm trying to kind of stay away from that. Just like I said, use it in moderation. I did want to say that the first week of August, I'm only going to do the 4 elements runes readings and my twin flame video, and possibly my all signs. I know I channeled quite a bit of information over the past week just because, like I said, I was kind of going through my thing. And so I was real excited. So I'm looking for this book because I can't remember what this little card is right here. I got that little book. I'm going to have to do it intuitively. All right, first of all, we have the Wheel of Fortune card. And I'm going to go ahead and pull a clarifier for that one. And the Wheel of Fortune is all about all of the events that are happening were basically set out into place before you even incarnated here, because you planned these as a soul. And once you connect to your soul and your own soul guidance, you will realize that, and you'll know what it's all been for. It says your desire is within reach. Have faith as everything is working out in your favor. So the information that I'm getting is that you might not see things happening right away, and maybe some things have shown up that you've aligned to that, you're like, what did I do wrong? Did I mess up somehow? Or you didn't. Everything has to play out like this, and that's exactly what's happening. And so once you realize too that everyone that you're interacting with right now, the people in your life, they're soulmates, and they're here to help you. Even if you have a situation that's going on that you're like, man, I just do not like this situation at all. Understand, it has to play out that way. And a lot of it, and a lot of the message that I'm getting right now is that actually 2 cards came out. They were stuck together. That's what I was doing. Is that your own block right now is your own self-limited thinking and views, because you are actually blocking your blessings, for one thing, by being so focused on what other people have. A lot of times we'll do that and we'll be like, why can't I have what other people have, or why am I so limited? And so do start telling yourself that you have enough. Stop looking at what you don't have and look at what you do have. And really clear out any of your self-limiting views as far as feeling like the message that's coming through is that you're feeling like maybe that you're not good enough. Because these 2 cards were stuck together, it says your wish is granted. What you've asked for is coming true. So this is all about further surrender. Surrender to it. Surrender to your own soul, which really is your higher power. If you look at your soul, I've said it before that all souls are connected. It's one consciousness. We hear this one consciousness thing. We look at it from a human perspective. That's the reason why we don't understand it. The reason why is because you are not your body. No one's their body. We all are our souls. And now our souls are deities. They're gods and goddesses. And these souls all form one big patchwork quilt, which is the universe. Now, all these souls are connected, and you could be really aligned to, like, let's say, Nefertiti. This is the goddess who you feel like this is your soul. This is who you are as a soul. But, there's other people out there who feel the same thing. So you're like, how can this be? How can I be Nefertiti and everyone else be Nefertiti too? The reason why is because we all have that one. A soul is so powerful, it can be in several places at once, which means it can be in several bodies at one time, which is how we're all connected by one consciousness. And so once you connect to that, you can manifest anything that you want, because this is your power. So definitely, as far as your power goes, definitely connect to it and know how powerful soul energy is. And so surrender to it. Stop worrying. Stop stressing about it. Tell yourself, it is mine. I know it is. I know my soul is going to go get it for me. And maybe, even something better. So do try to release any of the expectations around what you feel like it should look like. We have the Seven of Wands, and basically what I'm getting with this is self-care. And it's all right to make yourself a priority right now and to take care of your own needs. Cancel dates, cancel appointments. Say, you know what, I'm going to go for a walk out in the woods instead. I'm going to meditate. I'm going to listen to some music. I'm going to go for a drive in the country. I'm going to take a long bubble bath. Because I am my own priority and I know what I need right now, and this is what I need. And I'm even getting for some that maybe you have other people telling you what you think you should need or what you think you should do. Everyone always thinks they know what's best for us, but you yourself, you know what's best for you, and you know what resonates and you know what doesn't. That message is coming through as well. Because to clarify that Seven of Wands, we have ebb and flow. So go with the flow, and everything. The other message that's coming through is a lot of times we get stuck in energy. So what was good for us this week might not be good for us next week. Maybe, last week, we needed to spend more time in bed resting. Maybe this week we're being guided to get up and get out, and I know I'll go and walk around a flea market. I love flea markets. Or walk around the park. So do ebb and flow. Go with the flow and go with whatever your guidance is telling you to do, because energy changes. So don't be so stagnant that you feel like it's kind of like getting stuck in your ways. And I know I have been real introverted, and I spend a lot of time in the house, and that's fine. But, lately I've been guided to get out a little bit more. And so I am doing that, and I am following my guidance because I've surrendered to my own soul, which is my higher power, because it is part of a bigger power, which is our Creator. The universe created us. We have the One of Swords, and this is a brand new cycle. And this is about clearing and releasing any of those self-limiting beliefs that I was talking about. I'm going to pull a clarifier for that One of Swords. And I do feel like there's a lot more peace involved with this. A lot less mental chatter. Maybe you've been doing more meditating, more connecting to the spirit realm. Or releasing envy. Remember I said I kind of picked up at the beginning of this, that energy of kind of being jealous about what others have. So I feel for some of you, maybe you're dealing with a third-party situation. Maybe you were involved with someone. Maybe they left you for someone else. And now you're feeling very envious. And, you've been in this mental conflict for a while, and possibly you've gotten to the point of surrender where you're just like, fuck it. I mean, there's nothing I can do about it. All I can do is live my life. put myself first. I can't worry about what this other person is or isn't doing. Because you have to get to the point where you take your happiness back into your own hands. Because this is disempowering. When someone else has that much power over you to make you unhappy, to make you fear and doubt and worry and stress and comparing yourself. You don't have to compare yourself to others. What good does that do anyway but drive you crazy? And you got to get to the point where you tell yourself, just know how amazing you are. Embrace yourself, flaws and all, just flaunt it. And not because you want others to see you, but because you feel so good about yourself. And find things, like I said, to feel happy about yourself. That's that whole ebb and flow. And I'm getting for some of you that, your happy place is at, the beach by the water. So do find your happy place and do connect to it. And take that power back, because that is going to be the magical energy to get into this new cycle here, because these are cycles that we're going through. And I do feel like this person is going to be coming back, but the magical energy is self-focus, because once you're focused on yourself, others can focus on you as well, because it's like, it's that energy of, as soon as you stop worrying about something, it shows up at your door. That's the paradox. That's the energy that I'm getting with these cards. I have this card here, and I can't remember. This is why I was trying to find my book, because I can't remember if this is the Tower card. I'm going to read it intuitively. Let me pull, I have like this little book, and I can't find that thing. I'll have to just see if I can print some pictures out online. If anyone has that deck, if you could comment, but I'm going to read it intuitively. Because I feel like it's a self-imposed prison. Actually, it is self-care. It's that hermit mode, this might be the hermit card, of really pulling back your energy and really focusing on yourself right now. Because to clarify that, we have stillness, pause, and delicacy. So you don't always have to be doing things. Practice being. Because there's a certain amount of control when you feel like you always have to be doing something. Because you feel like if you aren't focused on it, if you release your grip on it, you'll lose it. That is the energy that I'm getting. And so the message that is coming through from Spirit is that you need to surrender it. And when we surrender, it's not that we're giving up on it. We go into a deep place of faith and knowing. And instead of trying to make it happen yourself, surrender it over to your source, to source energy. And have faith and know that it's going to happen in the most perfect way, because you have these cards here, your desires reached and your wishes granted. So this person is coming back to you. But you need to, when they come back, you need to have a balanced view. I know I said I had deactivated my Facebook account for about 3 days because I had come to realize that I'm a very, very addictive person. I get addicted to people. I get obsessed with anything that I do. And so it's really hard for me to keep the proper perspective and keep and be able to not get attached to it. And so that's kind of the energy and the message that I'm getting, is that you need to work through these things so that when this person does come back, for one thing, your soul will magnetize them back when you're ready. And that means doing this work and really facing these things that are coming up right now for you. And this involves facing your fears, because everything that you want is on the other side of fear. So I did reactivate my Facebook account. And I said, I'm going to use this within moderation, because I'm not going to be on there all day taking in all of those lower energies and letting them become a part of me. And before you know, I'm in lower energies. And that's kind of the message that I'm getting with this, is that make sure you ground yourself and and not so much ground, but center yourself and find other things to make yourself happy. That way, when this person comes back after this period of separation, that where you've been apart from one another, you can be like, look, I had all these amazing experiences. You can be so much more mature mentally and physically. I mean, not physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. So do make yourself the focus right now. Set that as your intention. We have the Knave of Discs. We have the Knave of Discs. Look at this card. And then we have the King of Wands. And both of them involve riding an animal. And there's a lot of feminine energy in this. And feminine energy has been the focus over the past week. I think that feminine energy has been it's been the focus because it really does need healed. Because so many of us females have given away our power by really putting the man up on the pedestal and trying to earn his love and approval. And you could be a masculine watching this and understand you could be more in your masculine energy too. And maybe this is how you view women. And this is like us, maybe one of those ancestral patterns or belief systems that you were raised with that you need to look at. But, maybe you had a single mom and she had to do everything. And maybe you saw her, she, was always in and out of, toxic relationships, very codependent. And so you came to believe that's how a woman should be. But basically with this feminine energy that I'm getting here, it's more commanding. It's really stepping into that goddess energy of, men should fall at your feet and worship you. You shouldn't have to put a man up on a pedestal and have to buy him, or I'm getting that for some, or earn his approval. Maybe, the energy that I'm getting also is maybe he's in another relationship and, you're on the side right now. And so you really have to determine your worth. And you really have to really face that shadow aspect of yourself. And really be ready to receive. And set higher standards for yourself. So that you align to higher vibrational situations. Because I feel like that's the reason why you keep aligning to these situations over and over again. Because you feel like that's so all you've known is what you're used to. And you might even be telling yourself, well, I'm not getting attached this way. My emotions aren't getting involved. I'm protecting myself. But you're not, because you're selling yourself short. And like I said, if you're a masculine energy watching this could be how you view women. And this could be a block for you. Because you've seen this, and maybe you need to start seeing women as more, a goddess, a queen. The last day in the light. Unexpected endings, sudden changes, sudden shifts. So yes, I do feel like there is going to, because remember I said this is a new beginning that you're moving, a new energy that you're moving into. So do clear your energy. Take a salt bath. Clear your home with sage. Be prepared to be in this new energy, because some things are coming to an end. And I feel like it has to do with your relationship with how you've known it. And maybe there is going to be this pause right now between the two of you, but don't judge it, because you know what? It's being divinely guided, because you know that things can't go on the way that they have been. So that message is coming through for some. Because, like I said, your wish is granted. It's just you have to do your part. And no, you don't have to control anything. No, you don't have to focus on it. You have to have faith and know that it's coming. Your part is focusing on yourself right now and giving yourself what you need so that you are not addicted to how somebody else makes you feel or you think they make you feel, because you yourself are the one making yourself feel that way. All feelings originate from you. So you can make yourself feel whatever you want to feel. Every day you wake up, feeling is a choice. Decide how I want to feel today. Do I want to be miserable or do I want to be happy? All right, and now we have this King of Wands. And with that card, I think I'm going to pull one of my major arcana. I already did that one. Let me pull a romance angel card, because there is a lot of romance in this spread. I need some new cards. I'm sick of all my cards. But my mail keeps getting lost. Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So find what makes you happy. You happy. This does not involve someone else. And you know, it can be something simple. I know the other night I was laying in here on my couch where I'm sitting at right now. I lit my Yankee candle. I sat in here and listened and felt the breeze blowing through the windows because I had my windows open the other night. And it was just, that made me so happy. The other morning I was like, you know what? I'm sick and tired of a good morning text being able to make me or break me. If I don't get it, I'm sad. If I get it, I'm happy. You know what? What am I going to be happy about today? So, you know, I drove to the next town over and there was a pigeon on top of this old fire station. That was just everything. I was like, wow, that's just everything. You know, so find something simple. It doesn't even have to cost any money. Something that makes your heart sing, that you can give yourself a feeling, that you're not dependent on someone else to give you that. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and read this postcard oracle. And if I said it already, the first week of August is going to be a very light week. And the second week of August, I'm taking off from doing videos. So I'm trying to let everybody know. Because I am seeing my twin flame. Send me love and light. Because it's always a challenge. Dearest you, selfless giving is an elixir so sweet and life-giving and amazing that it should be customary for everyday living. Right now, generosity is being asked of you. I swear I just pulled this for the Twin Flames, the same card. Let go of a debt, release an obligation, or do a solid kindness to someone for no other reason other than an exercise of the heart. You will be surprised how quickly a generous heart is repaid. We know it often doesn't happen in the immediate exchange, so temper your expectations. Know that life has an uncanny way of sending miracles, seemingly unrelated to your kindness, yet interconnected in magical ways. The more you act from generosity, the bigger your heart grows, and the more love and abundance you will experience. Also know that someone could be entering your life with a generous offer for you. Take it and trust you are worthy and deserving of it. That's what I said at the beginning. You can have to receive and not just give. We love you so, so much over here. So what I'm getting with that is take the focus off yourself. Find a cause. You know, still continue working on yourself, because that is the theme of the video, as is always, because I will always, you know, teach about self-love and self-care. But take the focus off yourself for a while by maybe, you know, finding some type of charity or your sole purpose, something that will make your heart sing, this passion. You know, it can be teaching or maybe volunteering at an animal hospital or, you know, homeless shelter, soup kitchen. But find something for right now to really feel good about. Well, that is your reading, Leo. And until next time, I'm out.